What's up, guys? This is the Philosophical Doomer, aka Luclinia, and what I wanted to talk about today is the this is this is my first video for the new year, and what I wanted to say is that the new year is not a new you, but it can be a fresh start. That is the point of the new year, not a new you, but a fresh start. Um, from the previous year, and I just got finished watching Tahana's video, and I would have to say that a lot of things in the video he was saying I didn't completely agree with. Like he was talking about in the video he's talking about like giving up on certain hopes or certain dreams, and like I disagree with that. Even if it is cope, I disagree with that, and the reason why I disagree with that is because like our hopes and our dreams are what keeps us alive. Is what is what makes us wake up early in the morning. Um, and like I discussed before in BP videos, um, the BP, what I'm saying, is about understanding people, understanding society, and how to navigate that. And that the life you'll lead is determined by your genetics. Um, we already know all that, but right, that's not a reason for you to give up on um, your hopes and your dreams. And I remember being in his live time, in his live streams a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? And he was saying that the black pill is saying, I pretty much text was like, the black pill is not saying it's over. And he was like, yes, it is. The black pill is saying it's over. And he's saying the black pill is saying that the BP is saying that it's over, and he was pretty much saying yes it is, and I pretty much text the same thing. The BP is telling you how people are, how society are, and how to navigate that. He's like, yes, the BP is telling you that, but at the same time, you're taking what you want, you're leaving the rest out, or whatever like that. And I text again, and I pretty much was like, that just because you can't get a relationship, that doesn't mean you give up on everything. He said I never said that. You know what I'm saying? But he did, right? Because he said the BP saying is over. So he was saying that. But anyway, the point is, don't lose hope. You know what I'm saying? Don't lose hope. Don't give up on your hopes and dreams. The BP is not saying that it's over. And if you get in the mindset of giving up your hopes and your dreams, you're going to be down on yourself. You're going to be depressed. You're not going to have a reason to get up. You're going to be like, what is the point of all this? And, you shouldn't, in my early 20s, I used to feel like that. And I'm, when you get in that type of headspace, it's kind of hard to get out of it, right? So, because it's a new year, it's not a new you, but it's a fresh start. You know what I'm saying? For you having the potential to become better. And you might not get that. You might not get that relationship. You might not get what you want this year like you got last year. But that doesn't mean you're not progressing. That doesn't mean you're not growing in your own way. That doesn't mean you're not developing in your own way and becoming more of who you are. You know what I'm saying? And who you should be. Right? And you might be inadequate. You know what I'm saying? Or you might think you're nothing. But just don't give up hope, man. Don't give up hope. And that's kind of why I kind of have I've been told a lot of times I have a positive attitude, and I do, and that's because I haven't given up hope. Because once you give up hope, all that shit goes out the window. Your attitude, everything changes. And I've been in a few VC calls since Sloth allowed me to give me access to his server. I've been in those VC calls, and the VCs they're helping out a lot because before I actually started making videos, and I used to be on the phone with that with the dude that was I thought he was my friend, and we knew each other ever since the sixth grade. That's all I used to do with him. All I used to do was fucking talk on the phone with him. We didn't go anywhere. We didn't fucking hang out. You know what I'm saying? All we did was pretty much talk on the phone, and now I'm doing that with, you know, I'm doing that in I'm doing that in the Discord. You know what I'm saying? With guys from different countries. You know what I'm saying? With different cities. So it kind of like opened my eyes to the fact that, you know, what I was doing with that dude wasn't really even fucking special, because, you know, I'm doing that with people I really don't even know. You know what I'm saying? And it's been helping a lot. It's been helping a whole lot. And like, that's what we need. We need, you know, discourse. We need that sense of community where, you know what I'm saying, you can jump in the voice chat and somebody can see you in the voice chat and they can jump in there and y'all can strike up a conversation and y'all can have deep conversations. Y'all can have funny conversations. Y'all can have a multitude of different conversations, and that's what we need. But like, I was watching his video, but to say like like give up on certain dreams and to give up on, like, I don't agree with that. Like, listen, you may never reach your dreams. It may take you your whole entire life, but don't give up, man. Like, don't give up. Don't lose that spirit of wanting to get up and go after what you want. Um, I think you do need to be realistic and be practical about what you want, but like, I don't think you should like, you know, if you have like dreams like I want to be like a fucking billionaire or something like that, or a multi-millionaire or something like that, that may be unrealistic. It may be unrealistic. Um, but to like completely like give up on hope, like everything is just over, and don't do that. Don't do that. Keep trying. I was watching a video a long time ago, and the dude, he used the analogy of a football player. He says that, you know, when a football player, you know, when you're on the football field and you're playing football, you're trying to get to, you're trying to make a touchdown. And, you know what I'm saying, you're running with the ball and the dude tackles you. And when the dude tackles you in the next play, when the dude, you know, tackles you or whatever like that, and y'all going into the next play, you know what I'm saying, y'all closer and closer to the touchdown. And pretty much he gave that analogy was to fall forward. You know what I'm saying? Learn from each and every mistake. Fall forward. You know what I'm saying? This is a new year. It may not be a new you, but it is a fresh start. You know what I'm saying? It is a fresh start. You know what I'm saying? So everything in the past year, don't forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Because to forget about it means you didn't learn anything. Remember it. But also, move on. You know, move on. Right? And that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? Moving on and giving up is two different things. You know, giving up is just like fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it. This ain't gonna work out. Moving on is kind of like, you've been in it for a while. You learned all you can. You became the best in that thing you think you can be, and you're like, okay, well, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I did my absolute best, and I know I did my absolute best, and it's time to move on from this. I did everything I can do. And I think a lot of not just people within this black pill space, but I think a lot of people within the Gen Z generation, we give up too easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might have been only doing something for like a year. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't reach like a certain amount of success or even fucking massive success, you're like, you know, it's over. It's just not going to work, and we just give up too easy, and just fall into this void of bitterness and hopelessness. And I think you should at least give something about like 2 or 4 years. I mean, 2 to 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And that's the minimum, 2 to 3 years to get good at it, or to be at least average at it. And that's what I'm doing with this automotive shit, because, you know, I mean, I'm good with the books and shit like that, like I said in previous videos, but I'm not good with my hands. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to give up on it. I'm going to become as good with my hands as I possibly can. You know what I'm saying? And whatever it takes me is wherever it takes me. I'm going to at least be in the automotive industry. I'm going to at least be in the automotive industry as a mechanic for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give it a straight 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of that 2 years, so when I'm 29, I'm going to make the decision of, do I want to stay in this industry? Do I want to stay in this industry? I mean, do I want to keep on doing this? And how long do I want to do this for? But I'm just not going to like abandon hope and say it's over because I'm having difficulties or I'm having problems or a lot of people are saying I don't have the neck for it, or one part of me is like I do have the neck for. I mean, I don't have the neck for it, but another part of me saying I should keep trying. Because if you're dealing with the black pill and you're in a lot of these black pill spaces, a lot of people would tell me like, hey, listen, you don't have the neck for it, you don't have the genetics for it, you should just give up and try something else. You know what I'm saying? And before and I'm just in school. I haven't really even started working on cars. I haven't even really gave it a chance. You know what I'm saying? So the point of this video is like, don't give up too easy. And if you really want something, if that's your hopes, if that's your dreams, if that's something you really fucking want, I don't care if it takes to the. Listen, I don't care even if I sound blue pilled in this video to a lot of black pillars. Even if it takes your whole entire life, don't give up, man. Like, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't lose hope. Keep striving after your dreams. Keep going for it. Don't give up, right? And what I'm seeing is another thing. Like, what I'm seeing is in the black pill community is not even in the black pill community, but just people in general. They want when it comes to relationships, they want something that they're not. So like, you have a lot of these dudes in the in this community, in this black pill community, and a lot of these dudes, these TFLers, they don't. I mean, we're hideous. You know what I'm saying? We're hideous dudes. You know what I'm saying? And like, as a hideous dude, it would be fair to say that like, you need to be with your looks match. And what I'm noticing with a lot of these dudes in this community, where they want women that are out of the league. They want something that they're not. They want something that they're not, and it's not practical and it's not realistic. You know what I'm saying? And they come on here and they say, well, I can't get women, or this, that, and the third, and these women are like this, and these women are like that. You know what I'm saying? When the reality is, you just don't want the women who want you. That's the real truth. That's the real black pill. You want the women that don't want you. You know what I'm saying? And like, to be honest with you, I'm the same fucking way. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same way. Most of the women who are receptive to me or whatever like that, I don't like them. And Tahana made videos too. Like, he has women that are like receptive to him, but he don't like them. You know what I'm saying? Or even Javal the Doomer, like, he had women too, who was liking him or who showed interest, but he just wasn't interested in them. So you have a lot of these dudes in these spaces. You know what I'm saying? I say most of them because I don't believe that you went throughout your whole entire life and you haven't had a female like you or showed some type of interest, or like, no, like, come on. Like, I mean, you do have, I mean, it is possible, and you do have very rare situations like that, but most of those situations that are like that are very, very rare. Very, like far in between. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like, all these dudes that are like saying like, oh, a woman never liked me or anything like that, like, I think that's bullshit. Like no, like a woman liked you. I'm pretty sure women showed interest. You just didn't like them back, so you didn't really pay them any mind. You know what I'm saying? Or you just rejected their advances. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of dudes in this space, they don't want what they are. They want something better than that, right? And like, the narrative is a lot of the RP or red pillars, like, they try to like make it the narrative, like, or even like BP people in the people in this, like, all the women, all they want is like the chads, and that's not necessarily. I mean, yes, all of the women, they do want the top attractive guy, but it's the same thing like for the men. Like, the men wants the top attractive women. They do. I see it. You know what I'm saying? I see it. Even when we was in the Discord, one of the VCs we were having, it was like this segment where we were like posting women that we were that we liked. You know what I'm saying? All the women we were posting, they looked like goddamn supermodels. And one of the dudes in the chat, he pretty much was like, come on, like, this is not realistic. Like, these guys are supermodels, guys. Like, yeah, like start posting, like you're not even coming in contact with these women. You're not even really interacting with these women. And one dude in the VC, he started posting these women that that he talked to and shit like that. And these women, like the way I'm like, I'm like, oh, like, once I looked at them, they weren't that attractive, but it was like, I was also like that's realistic though, because you not so attractive. So the women that you're going to get, or the women that you're going to that you will attract, are going to be the same thing. And like, since I'm on that topic, and I know I'm kind of like everywhere with it, but since I'm on that topic, I had this I wouldn't say a friend, I would say acquaintance. Me and him was in the automotive program, and it was during the summer when I was taking advanced electrical, and he has a girlfriend, and he talks to his girlfriend online. She's from Canada or whatever like that, and pretty much he was talking to his he was talking to me. Me and him was having a conversation as we were like leaving the building. We were about to be on our way for, I think we were leaving. We were about to go our separate ways or whatever. I think he was like waiting for an Uber or something, and we were just talking about life, and he like showed me a picture of his girlfriend, and I looked at his girlfriend. He showed me the picture. He was like, he was like, like, ain't she cute? And I kind of was like, yeah, but like, I was lying. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think she was too attractive or whatever like that, but like, that was his looks match. You know what I'm saying? And after I, after he showed me, he pretty much, after he showed me the picture, he pretty much was like, what's going on with you? Like, pretty much like, hey, like, do you have, like, are you in a relationship? Do you have a social life? Do you have that? And I pretty much couldn't tell him anything. I don't have friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in a relationship. I don't have a girlfriend or anything like that. But, when the conversation I pretty much told him, like, all I do is, like, study and go to school and go home or whatever. But when the conversation ended and we parted ways, like, I went home thinking to myself, like, the reason why I'm not in a relationship, and the reason why, the reason why I'm not in a relationship, or I don't have, like, a girl or anything, is that, like, I don't like my looks match. I don't. Like, and I went home thinking to myself, I'm like, he's a very, very smart man, because he's with his looks match. You know what I'm saying? I just, like, that really, like, dawned on me, like the reason why I don't have a girlfriend or anything like that is like you don't like the women who are you don't like certain women who are interested in you, or you don't like women who are your looks match. And it's not that I treat them mean or I disrespect them or anything like that, but you know what I'm saying, you don't like them, you don't want them, so you really don't, you kind of don't like pay them any mind, or you really don't encourage, or you really don't encourage their advances. And I pretty much made this video to like, because I just got finished listening to like another Black Pill video, and he was talking about like giving up on certain stuff and everything like that. And another thing, like, with this thing is like it's just all kinds. Like the BP is supposed to be like the truth. But the truth is just not all negative. It's just not all cons. The truth is also the pros too. It's the pros with the cons. So you have to do, if you're really speaking truth, it's both. So, okay, yes, it's a new year, right? You're getting older, right? You're getting weaker, all that stuff. But you're learning throughout the years. Within each and every year that passes, you're becoming more knowledgeable. You're learning more. You're becoming more wiser. You're learning more about who you are, more about society, more about the world. You know what I'm saying? More about your function in the world, more about how you should go about things, more experience. It's not just all negative. Truth is not just all negative. The truth is positive and negative. It's pros and cons. And that's all I have to say. Happy New Year's.